Here's the thing, Bruce. I'm great at controlling my anger. I do it all the time. But when I'm catcalled and... do it pretty much every day, because if I don't, I will get called emotional. The thing, Bruce, I'm great at controlling. Catcalled in the street, will get called, might just literally get murdered. Pretty much every day, because if I don't, I will get called.
And I want to say, Bruce actually looks like he understands, which is funny considering a lot of the reactions are angry on behalf of him.
And yet we're angry on behalf of the fans are angry on behalf of themselves because they're seeing one of their favorite characters being bastardized. Two of their favorite characters being bastardized. Sorry.
But meanwhile, he actually has created an open and safe environment for her to discuss these issues.
You shall discover if you possess the sight.
What really triggered so many dudes was this scene right here.
Definitely more than you. So all of this just feels like projecting a lot of shit onto me.
See.
Problem with that scene is she goes too far and takes a swipe at Bruce, saying infinitely more than you, while disregarding all of Bruce's experiences. And it simultaneously triggered every single MRA member.
You're making it seem like it takes more for men to get angry than women. Like women, it just takes a man just saying shit and we will just fucking go nuts. The writing is so bad that they're actually perpetuating misogynistic tropes, but then trying to spin it as if it's like a feminist thing. Will you fucking... What the fuck are you doing, Marvel? I'm tired. I'm fucking tired.
Men's rights activist.
I already mentioned earlier how Phase 4 is an overcorrection from the prior movies, where the men had a lot of the glory. But while the previous phases relied on good storytelling, strong characters, both male and female, interesting villains, and intriguing moral conundrums, Marvel Phase 4 has felt more like a lecture, mainly because it isn't story or character driven, but agenda driven. The writers and creators seem more like activists, and the characters now turned into vehicles for them to disseminate their agenda.
Every anti-woke person on the internet collectively exploded at once. But
you either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become a puppet of woke ideology. And it all feels very much like a talking down to. And there is an overemphasis on representation, where instead of it being a strength for this phase, it has become a crutch and a shield to any sort of criticism.
Because I think they think the show was supporting her point of view, when I think the point of the scene was that she says she could control her anger so much better than Hulk, simultaneously losing it, becoming too angry, and turning in to She-Hulk, thus proving everything that she just said was bullshit.
What?
Was bullshit.
That's why it's crazy. Everyone online is like, this is all woke and it's all politics. Like, it's a fucking show with a talking green cat in it, man. Like,
thus proving everything that she just said was bullshit.
To call Angry Joe's interpretation of the infinitely more than you screed charitable is an understatement, to say the least. This motherfucker cut the part where after she gets angry, turns green, and Bruce goes, see, this is what I was talking about. This bitch turns right back to Jen and goes, no, I'm doing that. I'm in control of myself. So how in the hell could you actually look at that scene and come away with the conclusion that everything she said was bullshit? The entire show, entire episode was taking shots at men. And to come away with it, that this interpretation is say, oh no, the show is condemning her for this. It's not on her side. Come the fuck on. It's like Joe's got this or had this mask off moment where he's suddenly Kevin Smith.
This day, this very day, I'll become one of you, and together
so good. I love the
we'll
tone.
conquer the
It's
universe.
fantastic. So good. The question I have for you is, Jin is kind of forced to kind of integrate the Hulk into the She-Hulk, into her everyday life, including her professional life and dating life. How does that impact the way she perceives herself and how the world perceives her?
So, you know, so much of the show is about her acceptance, you know, and so much there's a huge theme of identity in this show, because she is in this very unique position where when she turns into the Hulk, you know, unlike Bruce in the early days, she retains her consciousness. She's still the same person mentally, but because she's in her physical body, she's able to see in real time the different ways that people treat her and the world perceives her, you know, because so much of identity is not only how you think of yourself and what you put out into the world, but how the world perceives you and what the world gives back to you. And so for her, like, she really can see very clearly, like, oh, I'm being treated like this because I look like this, and I'm being treated like this because I look like that, you know? And that does something to someone emotionally and psychologically that she has to grapple with.
You can't allow women to say, hey, catcalling sucks, it makes me angry. Hey, being mansplained my own position and having my ideas taken by men or whatever pisses me off. Having the possibility of being killed and raped in an alley or being fearful of that sucks. Why does saying that piss off men so fucking much? Infinitely more than you. Again, tying into, I'm better than you. A woman screaming at your face, I'm better than you.
Funny considering a lot of the reactions are angry on behalf of him, but meanwhile he actually has created an open and safe environment for her to discuss these issues. Anyways, here's the scene that people seem to be running with to like prove that she thinks she has a harder life than Bruce. Relatively non-traumatic for her compared to everything that Bruce has been through as an Avenger, and even before he was an Avenger, as a Hulk. In films wrote women. At one point someone told me that they wanted to rip my throat out if I didn't get rid of my vocal fry. The last time I made a video like this, I literally ended up on one of those like really weird red pill live stream channels where they like play your video to a live stream audience and like pause every few seconds to sort of like deconstruct and talk about how terrible your point is.
Se me engana, ama, não ama, me ama, quem sabe se